Hi, my name is Arturo. I am so very glad to be here to share a few thoughts with you. How many have some things that you might want to achieve with your lives? I want to ask you something else. How many of you know if you had a shot, if you had a chance to live your life over again, some things that you might do differently? I want to ask you another question, and I know the answer to this. How many of you ever had a decisive moment? A moment that you had to make a decision, and in that moment, that decision will determine whether you're here or you're not here. That decision will determine whether you're able to advance in life or you're retrieving life. That decision will have serious consequences. I was very seriously depressed at one point in my life, and I had a decisive moment. I looked at myself and I told myself, Arturo, look here. You got to fight for your life. You got to fight for your life or you're going to lose yourself. You're going to lose it if you don't fight. Ladies and gentlemen, when I spoke, it was a startling experience for me. I had a wife that was cheating on me. I had no job. I couldn't find a job. I had no degree and I felt useless. I was ashamed of being a man. There was something in me that said, I'm going to live the life I deserve. When I look back over my life, there were things that I denied myself because I really wasn't willing to fight. I fought a good fight, this thing called life. And once you stop fighting for what you want, the things you don't want will start to take over. I looked at myself and I told myself, you either fight for your life or you will lose yourself. All of us have had some certain types of moments in our lives, a decisive moment, that we had to take a chance. We had to get a new perspective. At that time, I had a limited view of myself and how I saw life. But when I saw myself in despair, when I looked at where I was, I realized I either fight for my life or I'm going to lose my life. And that's not me. All of us need to get a new perspective. We're not our circumstances, we're not our losses, we're not our failures, we're not our bank account. We're not the mistake we have made in the past. And in order to bring about transformation, in order to restore, in order to capture, to take control of our life, we got to fight for our lives or we're going to lose everything we have the potential of creating. We were created on purpose with a purpose. We were created by the Creator to create, and that's through something up in me. And here's something else I realized. That when you look at yourself, where you are, at your goals, and then you get this new perspective, and you realize that you're not a victim. You realize that you were made in the image of God. You have something special. You have greatness in you. You have to demand more of yourself. I decided I wanted to live. I decided to take a chance on me. You gotta love yourself. I decided I will build a new life for myself. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the power to figure it out and to free yourself. Go into action to create a new life for yourself. All of us, ladies and gentlemen, have the power to start where you are and move forward. Most people don't even have the courage to live their dreams. I built up the courage to start a new life, to live differently, to take care of myself. When I looked at where I was, I had to reinvent myself.